Reinier the Renner is making his case. And he's made a good push, by the way. I gotta tell you, I was thinking we might have to take the Renner's speaking skills away from him. Handle it right over here ourselves at Bad Guy Inc., but not in this last week. He's nailing it. He did an interview and he just laid out his case. There was no trash talk whatsoever. There was just talk. He said, hey, if it goes to the ground, excellent. If you're on top, that's great. If I'm on top, that's great. If it stays on his feet, excellent. I can beat you everywhere. And de Rinner's resume is flat impressive. A lot of people don't know it, but he was over in one championship and he was their champion. In fact, he was their simultaneous double champion. He had two different divisions locked down. And I can't remember the last time that the UFC brought somebody over that was a champion of one championship. In fact, I don't know that they've ever done it. De Rinner's contract came up, but generally, feel free to stay over there. They saw something within him, and they clearly got it right. Now, what would have to happen for de Rinner to cut the line? Because history tells us whoever weighs in, whoever was the backup fighter but does not get the fight, gets the next fight. This was a unique scenario where Kyle Barhalo already has a fight. Like Kyle Barhalo added this to his schedule. He was already booked. He's got Imanov in 3 weeks. So it's not quite as easy as saying, okay, Kyle Barhalo, you are going to take on Chimaev in Abu Dhabi. Now, I do think that opportunity is there. And I think it's there for Imanov as well. I think whoever wins that fight, the argument that we're going to turn them around quickly and get them in there with Chimaev does exist. It's just a hard thing to count on because those two are going to go beat each other up. Right? It's not a matter of, are you going to be hurt after this fight? It's going to be a matter of how badly are you going to be hurt after this fight. Now, 6 weeks in any realistic scenario is an eternity. Guys don't need 6 days. You just saw this with the Chechenian kid that fought in the Contender Series and had 4 days. 6 hours is a very realistic break to give somebody. I mean, just so we're all on the same page. When you hear the expression short-term fight, or even when I use it, and I do use it, but it's comparative to what other guys do in this business. It's not actually short-term. 2 fights in 9 weeks is not short-term. Fighting 6 weeks after you fight is not a quick turnaround. It's just quick for this industry. LeBron takes 1 day off in between sports competitions. He'll compete on Thursday, then he'll go compete on Friday. Tom Brady went every Sunday. I mean, I'm only sharing for you, like, nothing is set up to pamper and baby guys more than the weak sport of fake tough guys known as mixed martial arts. But it doesn't change the fact that you are dealing with prima donna fake tough guys. I don't know where Kyle. I don't think he's in that category. I don't know Imanov. I don't think Imanov's in that category, but they might be. Respectfully, I didn't think DDP was in that category. But he beat Robert Whittaker with absolutely no injuries and passed on his fight with Izzy because it was too quick. I mean, guys do this all the time. When you're in a sport that is tailored to baby you, 3 fights a year? Oh my goodness. What an insult. What an insult that whoever came up with this paradigm thought an MMA guy could only do it 3 times a year, but whoever came up with this tremendous insult did it based on experience. They did it based on what they saw, which is I can't get guys to make this walk more than 3 times. So I'm sharing that with you from that perspective because if we are in fact going to wait and then offer the winner of Kyle Imanov the opportunity to fight Chimaev, understanding that de Rinner will come in if they can't do it. But if we in fact do that, it's not quite within the precedent amount of time to prepare. I mean, for example, Reinier would probably like a 10-week training camp. I'll speak for him, but he'd probably like a 10-week training camp. And if 4 of those weeks get burned with I think and I might get it and I'm trying to be disciplined and motivated, I'm trying my best, it's a little bit challenging to mimic what might be here versus here's the construct of what this is going to look like. So if you were to turn to Reinier, my point being, you would then be giving him 6 weeks, assuming that he was a professional and had already gotten a good forend, but no matter how professional, it's not the same. It's just not. And that's okay. Maybe that's just a circumstance here. But because of that circumstance, I got to tell you, I like doing it Reinier's way more, which is to give Reinier the fight. And of course, we show a respect to Chael and Imanov. We get that that's the true number 1 contenders match, right? We understand that, and we show a respect to that, and they then get the winner. I really do like that idea because we're going to do it one of 2 ways, right? We're going to go with the winner of Chael Imanov, or we're going to go with Reinier. But whichever one we choose, we then flip it for the next one. Like the winner of Chael and Imanov is going to fight for the championship, and then Reinier's going to fight for the championship, or we have Reinier fight for the championship, and then we have the winner of Chael and Imanov. I mean, do you see where it just makes a lot of sense, and it makes things a lot cleaner? A lot more simple for marketing purposes, just by example. And it's not as though Chael and Imanov would disagree. If I had them here right now, they'd go, no, I like that. Let's do what Chael said. Let us go do our fight without all of the added what could be around it. Let us just focus on our match. Let us have the tremendous reward that the winner fights for the belt. But don't make us do it with such a quick turnaround. Let Reinier go now. My next fight, should I win, will be for the belt. That doesn't mean the next time they fight for the belt, I'll be fighting. Do you understand that distinction, right? And if you were to make an argument of who deserves it more, Reinier right now, based on what he's done, or the winner of Chael Imanov, I do understand how, if you're looking at the rankings, you do determine Chael and Imanov. I do understand that. But I think you also understand the next best thing is Reinier. So if we got a calendar issue and we have a logistics issue, I think we have a real easy way to solve that. I believe we can keep the number 1 contendership of Chael and Imanov intact. The winner of that should fight for the belt next. But if we are pulling out a calendar and we're turning this around quickly, and we got to go to someone right now whose dance card is open, who is not under contract, I think that's very clear. RDR.